Alright. Hi everyone, welcome back to another live stream. So, I'm back from the holidays. I hope that you guys had a great time, relax, just having a great holiday time. And now we're back to our daily activities and our jobs, the work, university, and all the stuff. So, I decided to stream again Infinitode 2 today because I'm approaching the very end of the game. I'm very close at reaching 100% on endless. That's it's pretty hard and difficult to do. So I'm very close at doing it 100%. So I decided to just doing it live on live stream so that you guys can celebrate with me. Liu7831, hi, welcome. And yeah, so first of all, let's just do the daily here, the daily mission. That is killing enemies with splash. Normally, to do the daily quest, I just reduce the difficulty, still on endless, but just reducing the difficulty, so in that way, I just complete it faster. Oh, it's this map right here. So I'm gonna just place, I think, just a ton of splash, right? Oh, I'm gonna need something for regulars, because splash cannot attack regulars. Let's just do, yeah, one venom, probably. Should be enough. And then let's get here, freezing. And then let's just place a ton of, just a splash tower just to do it faster. All right, let's go. Normally I use also insta auto wave, so in that way I destroy the enemies a little bit faster. Soup Hank, Charkator, hi, welcome. So I'm very happy that you were able to get level 5.1 thanks to my tutorials. I think I did cover that map a lot of time ago, so I don't know if after the changes in the 1.8 patch, if it was still available, and it was still a good strategy to follow. But I'm pretty happy that nonetheless you were able to do it. So let's start placing here some of these bounties. Alright, so right now guys, I'm gonna just showcase this tower later on. I want to first complete 100% the game on endless, and then I'm gonna showcase the towers. But I have all these towers right here are maxed pretty much, so all the stats, everything is maximum, and that's why they're doing so much damage. Thomas, Dale, hi, welcome. Then other quests here. I need to a vector, yeah. So let's just place a vector miner here and let's start mining. Right now I'm using splash because I need to complete the daily quest. See here, I need to kill enemies with splash, so that's why I'm using it on normal level. Unless you're very far in the game, I wouldn't recommend you to upgrade splash because it's a great endless tower, but before that it's not that great. So I prefer, I would recommend you to focus on other towers, for example Tesla or Venom, Crusher, all those other towers, freezing, all those other towers in my opinion are much better. So yeah, let's start upgrading this tower. So you can see here the amount of coins I'm earning, the amount of force wave bonus. See here the amount of coins I got from just calling the next wave super quickly. So I already completed here the vector quest. Then yeah, I need to still kill like 800 more enemies. No wait, 1.1 thousand more enemies with splash. Unfortunately, because splash cannot kill regulars, you can't even attack them. That's why I was forced to place a Venom, otherwise I wouldn't been able to just place Splash, but unfortunately I had to. And then I'm gonna just place here more of these freezing towers, because it's pretty good the fact that you can stack the extra damage. See here, you can stack the extra 6.1 damage in this case, percent damage, 8 times. So it's a lot of extra damage that you can get. Let's get them level 8 here. Alright, here we go. Thomas, Flamethrower is also good. Yes, that's right. It's good especially for custom maps. It's not very good in like normal stages like this one, because of the fact that it's just it doesn't work well with freezing, because the burning removes freezing, or at least it reduces the slow by a lot. So that's why it's not not such a good tower, but it's a good tower for custom maps. So Flamethrower definitely for custom maps is a good tower. Is it possible to use a free research token for research called developer mode? No, you can't, because of the fact that the developer mode research is blocked, is like restricted. There is no way how you can unlock it. The developers have said that eventually in the future it might get unlocked, but as the game is right now, you can't get it. And developer mode allows you to really access to the console kind of game, and so you can just define different parameters. For example, you can start with a certain wave, you can start with more lives, you can change the amount of life, the amount of coins, which enemies come out. You can do very cool stuff, but it's restricted right now, so we can use that mode. So yeah. Tesla, definitely. Tesla, it's very good. It's a very good tower, so I would recommend you to, when you unlock it, start using it in combo with like freezing. It's good for freezing. It's good with Venom as well. Even Blast, it's not as good as it was before, but it's still pretty decent. A tower that can stun, so at least you can place one Blast tower per game, and you can stun the enemies. So yeah, Tesla definitely good. Missile is not that good, so I wouldn't recommend you to use many resources or resources on upgrading a missile. Just to use your resources for other towers. I think it's just a lot better. Alright. So I just need to kill here 200 more enemies, roughly, with Splash. I'm keeping here Venom level 6, so lower level than, for example, Splash, because in that way I'm killing most of the enemies with a Splash rather than Venom. I'm just leaving Venom here level 6, so in that way the few like regulars that will come out, I will be able to at least do damage to them. Alright. How is your ability energy above 20? Oh, this one right here. That's because of the fact that once again with the research you can increase it. So that's just it. So here we go. See here the regulars being able to push every time a little bit further away. So we'll try to keep it level 6. I should be able to still make it. And I also want to play just 1 minute and 50 more so that I complete this other quest, playing time during one game. So don't worry, after I can complete Endless 100%, I'm gonna showcase everything, and I'm gonna show you guys like how full like 100% Endless Research looks like. Alright, so here 10 more seconds and I'm gonna just end this game. Alright, here we go. So let's end it. There is no point in playing forward. I got what I wanted. Alright, so let's go back here to difficulty 900%. Let's save. And look, this is why my energy is so high, because of this point right here. On endless, you can get other 10 points in your energy. So I think on normal here, it's like, oh, you don't even have it. So I don't even, oh, it's 10. So actually on normal, it's 10, the maximum amount of energy you can have. Instead of on endless, you can increase it up to 20 other times. You can get a total of 30 energy. So I guess that's it. And also here I got more, less time until the energy recharges. So that's also very, very useful. And this one in combo with this one from the start research, I think is the only way how you can decrease the amount of time that your abilities take to recharge. So it's very important to take those. And anyway, as you can see here, everything is maxed. Other than this one, I don't feel like maxing green peppers is needed, because I already get so many of them. So that's why I'm leaving it like level 10 here, not upgrading it level 100. And then also up here, I left some abilities as well, not upgraded, but I will upgrade here right now. So it's magnet and also bullet wall. These abilities, like I've never used them after the 1.8 patch. And all the other things, as you can see, are just maxed. Then in terms of towers, I'm maxing all of them other than here the passive experience. I'm max level because once again I don't feel like it's that much needed, but yeah, I wanna have to do it anyway. And all the other towers you can see here max. Also here I'm keeping this ability from sniper not upgraded because I never use these I never use this ability, increasing even further the range, so that's why I'm not upgrading it. And then I need still to upgrade here some points of the anti-air tower. And yeah, also this one, this is the worst ultimate in the game, so that's why I just also left it not upgraded. And then I think I just need some points here for rotation speed for laser, and then that's it. All the other things are upgraded maximally. So yeah. Oh, you're gonna see the achievements? Alright, so I don't have many though unlocked, because many of these achievements have to be unlocked as you play on normal. And because I always play on endless, that's why you can see that I haven't still got this achievement here of having 1 million maximum DPS, or wave 300, or you know, these are all the achievements that you unlock with each tower, I think. Like for example, this is basic tower, this is cannon, I think this one is anti-air, this one is freezing. I got some, but as you can see I miss many still. But as I said before, to unlock them you need to play on normal, and because I always play on endless, that's why I haven't unlocked many of these ones. And yeah, so that's just it. Alright, so let's start here the completion of 100% on endless. I'm gonna just start upgrading here laser. Let's see if I can reach here level 50. That is the maximum you can reach on this upgrade for the tower. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna leave here a passive experience as last, so it's gonna be the very last thing that I'm gonna upgrade for each tower. And then I need here yeah, anti-air. So let's start with damage. Damage you can increase it up to level 100, so probably I will run out of bidders in this case. So I will need to do once level 6.3. And yeah, here we go. So level 83. Once again, let's just save. And let's play level 6.3. As always, it's just the best level to get just a ton of bidders. So let's go. I played already this level so many times that I would know exactly what to do every time without even looking at what I'm doing. One thing though is I'm gonna just disable all these things, so in that way I will not lag. So I'm disabling here all the effects, so in that way I'm not lagging. That's the only reason why I'm disabling here, like projectiles and all the stuff, to reduce the lag. Can you show us how to unlock all achievements? I think there is like a tutorial, or like there is a page online when all the achievements are listed, and you can very easily like find the solution how to unlock each one of them. But yeah, if you guys want, I can do it as well. Alright, let's start upgrading these ones now. I follow in this case the strategy. I've just changed slightly the strategy from Chunfucho, but I think that you know, it's very close, like how many exactly you know, bidders you can get if you really maximize the farming. So in this case, you just want to look at the timer, and when it reaches 25, you want to just sell the Gauss tower. All right. And now doing it on the other side. Just level 7, you don't need to upgrade further the tower. Alright, let's get here everything level 2. And let's start upgrading this. Alright. Again, 25 minutes. Alright. Then here, normally I just get everything level 3. Plus I get the freezing like maxed level 10. Level 5 here. Splash. Then I upgrade this bottom left Inferior Miner level 10. Then afterward I sell all these other like Vector and the Matrix miners. And then when I see that too many enemies here are like sneaking past Splash, that's when I just upgrade it. So just always take a look here at this top right corner, and yeah. Alright, so that's level 10, so I'm gonna now sell all this left part of the map. And you can see why the game is starting to lag here a little bit. So that's why normally I just zoom out, so there aren't any more the health bars, and therefore the game might not lag as much. But yeah, normally the lag is pretty painful. Right, level 9 here. You don't want to upgrade it level 10 right away. You want to always try to keep level 10 until like the snake, the boss, has gone and has get away from the tower. Alright, then I get both of the upper Infernal Miners level 4. Then here I max level 10 this Splash, and then I also get attack speed. Alright. Now I sell this Crusher. And then here you just wait until the energy reaches 22. So that's the next part of the strategy. Okay, so here I missed 2 comments. So Kwang, welcome, and he just told you how to get the first achievement. So oh, you can get it in level 0.4. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool to know. And in this case, this is level 6.3. Is a very late level that you unlock. And in this case, each miner, when you get a resource, the miner produces enemies. So the faster you produce, the faster you mine, the more enemies your miners like spawn. And each enemy, of course, gives you cash. So that's why in this case my cash is going up so quickly, and also the score and all that stuff. Okay, so here we're approaching 22. When 22 occurs, right here, you're gonna stop the game. You're gonna upgrade all the top miners, now level 10. You're gonna use 4 times overload. And when the enemies here reach this bottom turn, you can see here, they're almost turning. That's when you're gonna upgrade all the splash towers level 10. So especially these bottom ones. You're gonna get attack speed, and then very importantly, you're gonna get the ultimate. You're gonna get the ultimate of all 3 of them. So just go slow here. Here the game normally lags like crazy because there are a ton of projectiles in the screen. So look at this. Alright. And you wanna kill all normal enemies other than the regular ones. So as I'm killing these last enemies, here we go, see? They're almost dead. So this is when I use 2 more overloads. I sell all the splash towers. I get the miners. I sell this modifier, and then I just use here in the middle a smoke bomb. And then here normally I end up losing some lives, but I don't really mind. And then I just sell this last tower. So in this case, the only tower is the freezing one. And if you want to, I've tried many strategies where I just place more freezing towers so that the enemies receive even more damage. And sometimes I can build up more maximum DPS, but I don't think it's like strictly needed. So when the first 6 overloads run out, you can see here there is no more number. That's when you want to use 9 more. So the remaining 9, and you want to drop a smoke bomb. Now in this case, this smoke bomb is very important. Drop it here in this platform, a little bit closer towards the right side. So in that way you have no enemies getting past. And you can see here that the speed of these miners, because of the overload ability, is increased by a ton. See here, I'm mining 4.5 thousand resources every 30 seconds. So here normally I also get more damage. This should increase also the damage you do from the abilities. And then when the timer here reaches 125, so right now I use 1 smoke bomb, and then I use another one a little bit on the closer towards the bottom. So 1 in the same spot as before and 1 closer towards the bottom. And then normally this is enough to reach like the remaining countdown. Roshi, a GMD gamer, hi, welcome. So that's very good news that your senior year is going well. So I hope that you're gonna have a very nice continuation of your year. Alright, and when the overload ends, that's when you want to end the game. So you lose all the extra benefits. So you just end the game. And in this case, you can see 6 minutes 56. It's not very quick. Probably I could have been a little faster, but I was also explaining some stuff. And you can see I got 25.3 thousand with this. And yeah, that is my run. Normally I take like 6 minutes and 20 seconds to get also like 25,000 with this. And yeah, that's the run. So saving and then using all that bit does to just keep on upgrading the research. Okay, so here, sorry, I lost some comments. You can get Gauss and Crusher in 6.1 and 6.4. Yeah, true. To unlock them, and to unlock, especially to unlock the fact that you can use them permanently and research, you need to complete certain requirements. So yeah, that's alright. Okay, so that being said, let's just keep on upgrading here, maxing all the research for anti-air. I should have enough here to upgrade everything. Projectile speed, attack speed, and rotation speed should be only like maximum level 50. So it's not like level 100 of damage, so I should be able to save up more resources. Alright, so that's pretty much all the towers upgraded, right? The only thing left is passive experience and some abilities. So right now I'm gonna just upgrade all the abilities left. Even if these abilities will never use them, but you know, they're part of the game, so why not? Let's just max them. Alright. Okay, so Rashi, don't worry. I guess you're at school, so the internet connection might not be the best. So I hope you have a great day, and yeah, see ya. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Then I will start upgrading now next the abilities, I guess. These last two abilities I needed to get. So let's start with Magnet first. Oh, not enough. Alright, so I'm gonna need to do again another run in 6.3 to get more biddes. I have enough resources, so I guess I will not need to mine any particular resource. Now the stream, guys, should be at 1080, so you should be able to see at the highest quality possible, like if your internet allows you to. Alright, so let's go again, 6.3, and let's just do the same thing I did before. Of course, I need here I need biddes, so the strategy I showed you before, guys, is the best way to get biddes, and therefore that's why I'm going to do everything again. Maybe this time I will be able to do it slightly faster. Let's hope. But yeah, overall the strategy is the same. I know it might be boring, but this is just the easiest and the fastest way actually to get that many biddes in just one run. So 25,000 in one run. All right. So yeah, there is nothing much to comment now because you guys know already what's gonna happen. Maybe this time I will be able to beat my record before of like time. Okay, so Kwan, I'm gonna answer to your question in just a little bit. All right, I'm just wanna complete this because otherwise, if I get distracted, I might not be able to do it correctly. But I saw your question. I'm gonna just answer here in a moment. Again, here looking at the timer, 25 should be enough. Maxing here, freezing, level 3 towers. Alright. Level 3 also this one. Alright, let's upgrade that one. Now, how to your lower level research? How to level up fast? Unfortunately, there isn't a best method. You need to just play out the game. You need to slowly improve, slowly get some research. Especially think at the beginning. The most critical thing is trying to like go through the levels, unlock stars, and especially unlock towers. Don't really focus at the beginning about like completing a quest or maxing your towers or anything. Just try to unlock towers, because the towers that you unlock later on in the game are always much better than the ones you have at the beginning. Other than, you know, some very few examples, but normally the towers you unlock later on in the game, like Venom or Tesla, are always better than the ones at the beginning. So try to focus on that, on unlocking towers, and then try to unlock endless as fast as possible. If you can unlock endless quickly, then you can start playing on endless. So I would just recommend like playing on custom maps, trying to get a pretty decent poro and a pretty decent base, and then try to play on endless. And especially the most important thing is collecting the lucky shot tickets, because that's gonna be the fastest way which you're gonna use, so that you can collect the research tickets. And with the research tickets, you're gonna be able to, without using bid this, you're gonna be able to unlock loot frequency, loot rarity, and bid this drop rate. That are the three most important things to be able to progress through the game. And when you reach about level 30 of each of those, you can very simply just start farming this level right here, 6.3. At the beginning, you're not gonna get many bids or many items, but as you progress, you're gonna gain more lucky shot tickets. You're gonna be able to level up more the loot frequency, loot rarity, bid this drop rate, and eventually you're gonna be able to start getting a ton of bid this. And then you can start upgrading your towers much more easily, much more quickly, and your towers become monsters. And that's when you want to start like focusing on maxing like freezing and splash, especially. And that's then how you reach this point in the game where I am. Of course, I needed to do this level a lot of times, because unfortunately, you know, even if the amount of bids you get is a lot, you need also a ton of bids to be able to get everything, to upgrade all the towers. So yeah, I hope that I answered your question, Kwang, and that's how I did it. So I think that's still, you know, the most efficient way. Now here in a moment, I'm gonna answer to also your question, Mammoth. Just wait a second. I just wanted to start doing this. All right, here we go. So, Alex, can you tell me why the Poro is 2500% difficulty? That's because of the fact that I'm playing on 900% difficulty. So it's multiplying the difficulty of the Poro, and that's why it's so high. And that's why the boss also has that much HP. So the Poro difficulty scales up with the enemy HP. So that's pretty much it. Alright, that should be good enough. So I got this time a slightly higher maximum DPS, so I'm pretty happy. Thank you for the pro player. I think there are still other players that are stronger than me. I just played a lot the game, so that's why I'm reaching this this stage of completing everything. And what is the best ultimate in the game? The best ultimate in the game, I think, is the Splash one. It's the Splash ultimate. Because of the fact that, especially when you have Endless unlocked and you upgrade it a lot, you upgrade the damage, you upgrade the spikes damage and all the stuff, yeah, really, it deals a lot of damage, and it's just one of the easiest way to defeat this level right here, 6.3. Without Splash and without its huge ultimate impact, you wouldn't be able to farm these many bids and to do this level like this. So yeah, that's just it. Gerald Villalobos, hi, welcome. So here we go. I got another 25,000 bits. So let's just keep on getting the completing the research maximally. So this one is the last ability that I need to get. Alright, damage and also density. I don't really know what this means. I've never used this ability. Alright, so that should be it. There is still also this one with green peppers, but I think for now I'm gonna just leave it there. And then I get these ones right here, the passive experience. So yeah, let's start maxing this. Alright, this should be the very last thing that I need to do. I hope that the bits are gonna be enough, but I don't think so, because it's quite expensive. Okay, so also some videos you call fighter constructor, you don't have to fix it, still funny. Yeah, I know. It was one of the first videos I started doing about the game, and I didn't really remember the actual name of the enemies. That's why I call them constructor, because like the boss also is called constructor and he makes enemies, and that's why I just messed up with the names. But I guess it's at the end of the day it's funny. When I got the name right, I started using the correct name. Oh, I ran out of bits once again. I still need to do a blast, and then I still need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 towers. So that's a lot of towers still that I need to do. All right. I hope you grow very fast and got 1 million sub. Wow, thank you, Mahmoud, for the wishes. I also hope so. I'm not really worrying that much, because like I'm using this YouTube channel as like a hobby. So it's not really in my goals, you know, to reach that many subs. But definitely, if I can do that, then all the better. So thank you. Alright, let's do level 6.3 once again. Bits are needed, so let's go. And this one. I'm using also a lot of times the hotkeys. You can see that with the mouse I'm staying over, because I remember already a memory the hotkeys, so I know exactly what I have to do. Especially the minor modifiers and all that stuff. All right. So I'm gonna just complete here this early phase, and then I'm gonna answer to your comment, Charcator. So just wait a second. Uh, 25, all right. All right. $25. Level 10 here, level 6, 6. Alright, that should be good. Okay, so, what's the best way to beat that quest level? The insane one. Okay, so I think you're presuming to level 5 point bonus 1. I think there is like one quest, it's almost impossible to beat on normal, even with normal, max normal research. And I even tried to do it, you know, because I wanted to do a video showing that, you know, it's possible to do it if you don't play on endless, but I just wasn't able to. I just lost. Yes, very unfortunate, but that is just how hard that quest is. So if I can figure out a way to beat it, I'm gonna do a video, but otherwise I don't think it's possible. Like, unless you try it on endless, I don't think it's possible to beat it. It's just how hard it is. Alright, 4, 10, and attack speed. Alright, nice. That should be the setup now. Love from Turkey. Nice, thank you. Can you do achievement tutorial video? Yeah, also I was asked by different people to do that, so I might do a video. You know, if you guys are so interested in the achievements, I can do it, of course. So yeah. Many of them are like hidden, but if you go into a page on I think it's the fandom on Infinitode 2. Like, if you search on internet Infinitode 2 achievements, you should have a list on all the achievements and how to get them. So yeah, I might do a video though, because I see a lot of people, a lot of players asking for that. So yeah, why not? Not that. So what you were referring to, Chargator? I don't understand what you were referring to. Which daily quest you were referring to? So maybe I answered wrongly to your question. So Herald here, en la versión de Android no se generan tantos enemigos. Now I'm gonna reply to you in English because I think that, you know, everyone might be interested in the question. In the Android version, still, you know, if you have everything maxed, you know, the miners, the speed, the mining speed, the modifiers, all the stuff, you should also generate these many enemies. Like, I've tried to in my phone, and it still works. It's just the fact that the lag is worse. So the lag is a pain, and it's especially that really makes the game not such a fun experience in the mobile version, you know, compared to maybe the computer. But that's the only thing, because other than that, the game is very, very good even on mobile. I tried it, so I guess it depends on your point of view or on how you're using the game. Of course, if you don't have like the mining speed modifiers giving that much mining speed, or if you can't upgrade the miners level 10, or you don't have the mining speed and all the stuff, of course the miners are gonna generate less enemies. But I've tried the Android version, and on the Android version I still get like 25,000 bits pretty much per run. It takes more time because the lag is worse, so it takes like 9 minutes. But yeah, still, it's doable. You have to exit sometimes from the phone, like you need to reload the game because otherwise it crashes. But yeah, that's the only thing. Okay, so bye bye, Mahmoud. I hope you have a nice day. Thank you for having watched the stream. Can you tell me what is the coming soon item in developer mode? Why is there a timer set on 200? Okay, so this timer right here is the ability. This ability right here, that's called Overload, and it's a very powerful ability that it's a must if you're gonna get high scores or if you're gonna mine a lot, because it just increases the amount of resources that you can get, because it increases mining speed. And the fact is that it can stack, so you can stack it multiple times, and that's why it's so powerful. So I got again here 25,000 bit dist, nice. And so let's just continue here with maxing the towers. I'm getting closer and closer here at reaching 100% completion. Alright, let's just continue here with all the towers in order. Abdubak Book, I hope that I pronounced your name correctly. Hi, welcome to the stream. So I'm currently approaching almost 100% here. I hope that this amount of bit dist is gonna be enough to max everything, but I doubt it, because I still have like 4 towers and I only have like 7.5 thousand. So I will need to do level 6.3 once again. But whatever, I don't really mind. Alright, so 1 upgrade, 2 upgrades, and then that's gonna be it. Everything is gonna be upgraded to the maximum, other than this green pepper one, because I don't think it's needed. I'm gonna get it anyway, but I don't think it's needed to get before other upgrades. I'm gonna just answer a question here. This button right here is the developer mode, and this is the thing I was talking about earlier, that it's still blocked. You can't research it. I know that here it says 2 minutes, but it's you just can't get researched, because you can see that it says coming soon, and this is a requirement that you cannot get in anyway. No, sorry, I just misunderstood your question, Charcator. I was talking about overload because I thought you were referring to the bottom number on the screen when I was playing, but you were referring to this number up here. And now this is the amount of time it takes to complete the research, but you can see that you can do it because the conditions are met. And yeah, this is just something that allows you to access to console, like pretty much like a sandbox game where you can just control everything. Yeah, still it's blocked, so there is no way to access it. And yeah, that's the only thing. So let's save, and let's do for the very last time level 6.3. Afterwards it's not gonna be needed anymore, because I'm gonna have enough bit dist to complete everything, and so the game is gonna be over. So I hope that you guys liked this 100% completion of Endless. It took a while. I had to do this level right here, 6.3, like probably 50 or 60 times until I was able to reach this this stage. But nonetheless, it was worth it. And being able to complete a game 100%, it's always a very nice achievement. So it's just nice. Oh, you bought the game because of me? Maybe you saw some videos and you liked the game so much that you bought it? Wow, that's very, very beautiful. So thank you, Abdubakak. I hope that you're gonna have a great time playing the game. And the Steam version, I think that it's even better than the Android version, even if you have to pay for it. But the fact that you have hotkeys, the graphics are insanely good. And yeah, I hope that you have a great game, great time playing the game. Can you kill the boss? Oh yeah, of course. I'm gonna show you next. So this is gonna be a run where I just collect with this, alright? But then the next run, I can actually show you how to kill the boss and to get an insane high score. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And then I think afterwards I'm gonna just showcase all the towers. I'm gonna just show you guys how strong the towers become when you like max endless research, and like all the stats, how insanely high they become. So yeah. Alright, level 10 here, level 5 I think I did before. I don't remember if I did level 5 or 6. Every time you can see I just changing slightly the strategy. I don't think it's that much needed to follow every time like the same strategy. Alright, level 6. Oops, I forgot to get that one. My bad. As soon as I get this one level 10, I'm gonna just sell the other miners. Alright, this one's right here. Because otherwise too many enemies spawn and they just create more lag. And I don't think it's like needed. Alright. So this run right here, so this strategy I'm showing you guys is the strategy to collect a lot of bit dust. Because remember that bit dust can be dropped when you kill these fighter enemies. So this violent enemy is the only one that gives bit dust. Actually, that drops blueprints. All right. And therefore, if you can make these infer miners to produce a ton of those enemies, that's how you can get a ton of bit dust, right? And that's exactly what I'm doing here. So I'm using all those overloads that I'm gonna use afterwards are gonna be to increase even further the mining speed, and therefore I can create even more of these fighter enemies, and I can just get a ton of bit dust. And not only bit dust, I'm collecting here. You can see a lot of legendary blueprints. So that's the goal at the end of the day. So I got here attack speed, yeah. So I don't know how to unlock 6.3. Yeah, the last stage is very difficult because like even 6.1 and 6.2 have very weird mechanics. So I just recommend you to try to like watch maybe a live, like a video, a strategy, something like that, to help you go through. But definitely playing on endless and or playing on normal with max research definitely helps. And in that way you can just, if you just get 1 star on 6.1, you can actually go to 6.2, right? So at the end of the day, if you can get through 6.3, that's what it matters. And then if you can also get even just 1 star in 6.4, then you can unlock Crusher. You can start having all the research, and that also helps. You can see here, this Crusher here, it's very important for the gameplay. Okay, here, let's see. Oh no, there are still some enemies up here. You cannot really afford to have that many enemies to sneak past, because otherwise you're gonna lose. So that's why I'm like I'm waiting until I can defeat most of the enemies. No, I still lose some lives, but at least I destroy most of the enemies, and then I just sell all the splashes. I'm drinking soda, so I'm hyper, and I'm asking a lot of questions. Nice. Alright, so this is the first stage. Alright, then when this timer runs out, 9 overloads. And 1 more smoke bomb. Remember, always throw this smoke bomb right here in this platform, a little bit closer towards the right side. So in this case, you're covering more of this right side, for these enemies are coming up straight line. And then just wait 125 seconds here, and then use one and then another smoke bomb. Alright, and then I'm gonna drop the last one here as soon as it's up. It should be a little bit earlier than like when overload is gonna run out. Alright, end game. And yeah, here we go, 25,000 once again. I was able to save up 10 seconds in this run, so a little bit faster, so that's good. And now saving. Alright, and that should be it, guys, because now I just need to complete this very last upgrade levels. So that's one, and this is the last one. Boom, that's it. Everything completed. Well, actually there is still this one that I'm gonna do here in a second, but all other stuff is done. Star research, this one right here, this upward research, all the towers of search, everything is maxed. Let's go. It took quite a lot of time, but especially it took a lot of runs on 6.3. As I said before, I had to do it like 50 or 60 times to be able to collect enough bit dust to like max everything. And now let's max as last thing, let's max these green paper bonuses. I'm using here all the prestige tokens that I've saved up in all this time. Probably it's not gonna be enough. I'm gonna need to craft some more. Yeah. So I need still 33 more levels. So I will need about like 100,000 more. No, I'm not gonna quit the game. I'm gonna just do maybe some tutorials showcasing the towers, how they are when they are maxed full. I could start a new game. I could start a new game here, and I could show you guys when you start right from the beginning, what to do. So yeah, don't worry, I'm not gonna quit playing the game. Anyway, I needed to craft, so you can see all this bit dust, prestige dust. You can transform this one into prestige tickets. See, every like 1 million, I think 1,080,000 of the prestige dust you get 1,000 prestige tickets. And here, if I go here, you can see I can just sell all these random tiles. See how much prestige dust I can have just by selling all this, like 85, like almost 86 million. So that's 8,600 prestige tickets just from these tiles. So that's just how much you earn. So yeah, let's start this process here. I need a lot of prestige tickets. I think I need like about 1,000 to be able to max prestige the green paper bonuses. So I will be here for a while. I will just be answering more questions if you have any. How do you have a special difficulty bar? That's the difficulty bar from Endless. When you unlock Endless, so I'm gonna just show you to you. When you unlock this game mode right here, all right, this one, see, Endless, then you have other two things. You have Endless mode difficulty and bit dust drop rate. This one is the one that allows you to get more levels. You can see here that I can increase even more the difficulty. So by default, Endless, it's at 150% difficulty. See here? So that's the default difficulty. Every level that you get right here increases by 50% the difficulty, up to a maximum of 750%. So that's why you can see that here, See this difficulty. I don't know if you can see it. Wait a second, if I can just change the background. All right, so hopefully now you can see it. So see that the difficulty is 900%, and I can just move it. See, I can select which difficulty I want to play. So that's the very cool thing about Endless, and therefore you can just depending what you need, you know, you can just change the difficulty. Of course, the higher the difficulty, the better the loot, as it says here. So that's why I'm playing at maximum difficulty to get the best possible loot, and that's why I'm earning so many bids as well. Alright, so let's just keep on going here. Also, green peppers, you can see I've spent so many green peppers and I still have like more than 150 million left, so I can keep on going for a while. I'm gonna need about 100,000, so I need to do this process here 100 times. I'm using your easy mode strategy to get to 5.8. Alright, great. I don't know if that video still helps, you know, because it's very old. Now the towers are slightly different. For example, Blast is a lot weaker, Missile is a lot weaker, Cannon is a lot weaker. So now it's a lot better instead to use like Tesla, to use Venom, to use like even multi-shot. It's better than Cannon. So yeah, I think that's, you know, my old videos, my old gameplays, yes, they can still be followed, but the towers are radically different. So yeah, I don't know how well they can be for that. Can you show your trophies and their buffs? Yes, I will do it here in a moment. So let's see, how many do I got here? 58,000. Wow, I still need a lot more. Once again, the trophies is something very easy that you can unlock, but it's not needed at the beginning, because like the stats that you get from those trophies are very slim. So yeah, it's not something that you're gonna like rush or something you're gonna unlock as quickly as possible. And of course, you're gonna end up unlocking those trophies anyway as you complete the story, as you just play out the game, as you complete the quests, you know, to reset everything, to reset for prestige tickets and all that stuff. And yes, true. I also want to show you how to kill the boss in 6.4, and actually also how to farm a ton of resources at the same time. Once again, I'm taking inspiration from a Chun Fu Cho strategy. And yeah, it's just that good. That's why I'm gonna just use it. Let's see here. Okay, I have 100,000. Let's see if that's enough to max here, reach level 100. Nope, only level 91. I still have 9 more levels. So I'm gonna need, well, let's see, let's calculate here. 4,000, yep, 50,000. 50,000 prestige tickets, something like that. So let's just keep on going. This is the very last research, guys. If I can get this research, I will have 100% endless research done. I'm using this method here of crafting from prestige dust because it's the most efficient and the fastest way. If I would have to like set up a custom map, placing all the tiles, then selling it and so on, I would get about like maybe 1,500 prestige tickets for like in like 5 minutes or 6 minutes of setup. In this case, you can see here I'm getting 1,000 every like 2 seconds. So it's just, you can just compare. This one is much more efficient. Wow, I'm running out here of green papers. I'm now lower than 100 million. But as I said before, because of the fact that I have completed everything, I will not need any more, like resources or green papers or anything. Only if like they add more towers in the future, or maybe if they add research levels or stuff like that, that's gonna be the only way where I'm gonna be able to use these extra resources that I got. Okay, so that's 50,000. That should be enough, if I calculate it correctly. Yeah, here we go. So that's 100% endless. All is gold, so all the points are gold. Look at that, how nice it is. Oh, Mahmoud, welcome back. So there is a developer mode version of Infinitode on the Infinitode Discord. Oh, I didn't know that. But probably it's just fan made, so I guess it's it might not be exactly the same as we might have in the game. And yeah, the actually last point I need to get is this one right here. Is developer mode. That of course cannot be got. So yeah, that's it. That's endless 100% completed. I hope that you guys enjoyed this journey. I played a lot, you know, without doing videos, or of course because you have to just keep on farming. But yeah, you know, this is my current start research. This is especially made for endless, so it might not be the best for like normal or other game modes. So yeah, thank you for the GG, and nice. So now I want to show you, let's save of course. I want to show you first of all the how to kill the boss in 6.3 and how to get this insane high score right here of 2 billion score. Right, in this case you're gonna need overload, and you're gonna need this one right here that's called Blizzard, and you can see that you can freeze enemies for 34 seconds. So the start is very similar to the first strategy, only that you don't place another splash up here, you only place 2. So like this. And then another difference is that instead of upgrading the top miners, these ones, you just leave them level 0. You upgrade right away the inferior miners. So that's the difference, pretty much. Oh, so the developer mode is exactly the same as the game. Well, I would definitely gonna need to check it out, because I didn't know there was like a developer mode available, like a mod on Discord. So maybe I will take a look at that. So see here, the main difference is that I'm upgrading right away the inferior miners. I'm not upgrading the top ones. And here you're just gonna unlock it until like level 5. Then you should have 2 of these ones. So you can get this, and you can get maximum level here on mining speed. Alright, here we go. And then here is where again you just place Gauss, and once again you give double mining speed for these miners. Again, level 7 only. Probably just level 2 here to have more resources. And then upgrading this left inferior level 7. Or if I remember correctly, that should be it. Alright, let's get this. The ultimate. The ultimate from Gauss also it's one of the strongest in the game, but only in very specific scenarios. For example, this map right here or in other maps where you can place a tower close to miners. Because unfortunately this tower only works when it's close to miners. Again here, 25 minutes. Alright, here we go. Selling. Now just doing the same on the other side. So level 7 right here. Level 7 Gauss and then level 7 the miner. And actually I'm gonna just increase here. Yeah. I need to increase the upgrade levels because I was just taking too much damage. So my bad there. I forgot to do it. So I lost some lives here. Thank you for the compliment. I always try to, you know, to answer to all the questions that I receive in the channel. I know that no, sometimes I can't, but I really try to answer to all the questions and all the comments. So yeah, I hope that you guys are having a nice. I hope that I'm able to answer to your questions. So the important thing here, guys, is look at the life of the boss. You don't want to damage it too much. So that's why I'm just keeping here this splash level 8. Because I don't want to damage the boss too much. Because if you damage the boss, then it starts moving faster. So, I mean, it's not going to be that important for this particular gameplay. But you don't want to damage it too much anyway. Arwit, hi, welcome. Alex, what do you think about future updates? I'm all up for it. You know, I don't know what they have prepared for us in the future. But if they planning or like adding more towers or maybe more levels, I don't know. But now that I've been able to really max out everything from the game, I think this point is where you start maybe getting a little bit bored about the game, because unless you like go back to normal and you play there, the game becomes almost monotonous, you know, because you have everything upgraded, you just destroy everything so easily that it's not that much fun anymore. But I still think that you can have fun regardless. Now here, when you reach about 25 of energy, you wanna start placing here all the possible miners. All right, and then you wanna start building here another Gauss, and you're gonna give possibly more mining speed to these other miners. You can just rotate it to attack this spot right here. And you can see how quickly you're giving double mining speed here. Again, like less than 25 minutes should be enough. And then you do the same from the other side. Level 10. In this case, you also upgrade the miners a little bit to mine more resources. Because otherwise Gauss cannot fire the projectiles. And again here looking at like 23 minutes, something like that. 24 should be enough. And then here you're gonna wait until you have like 30 seconds left on the 29 energy. So here I'm almost, so yeah, I'm gonna get here some damage and maybe some here attack speed. Alright, because I see some enemies here getting dangerously close towards the exit. And then again, see here 20 seconds left on 29, so that's when you wanna first of all upgrade the splash towers. and you want to kill the boss. Now another thing that I recommend you to do is also upgrade this first scalar miner level 10, and also this vector here level 10. Selling this crusher. Alright, and here is where you're gonna kill the boss. So that's the boss, right? I'm gonna just zoom in so you can see it. And now very important is the timing where the boss is killed. So when the boss disappears, right? So when the boss is killed, the miners don't produce any more enemies. Remember that, guys. So you have to use this extra time to now do this. So you have to use the 15 overloads all in a row, right? And then you have to use once the freezing ability. And then at this stage is where you wanna here max all the miners, right? Remember that regulars cannot be killed by splash, so that's why there are so many regulars on the screen. Alright, so I'm just maxing everything. I'm also gonna sell this last crusher right here. Maxing everything. Alright, like this. Selling these last two splash towers. And then going on. And here what you're gonna do is you're gonna just use the next freeze when the first freeze ends. So you wanna use it as fast as possible, and then that's it. You should have, in this case, if you have endless research like almost max, you should have enough lives to really tank, so don't worry if some enemies can go past. So I'm trying here to use the ability as fast as possible as the other one ends. And you just want to do it until overload ends. So all the 15 overloads are over. So here I'm very close here at the amount of life. So I'm gonna actually go a little bit slower, so I can use the ability more effectively without the enemies advancing too much, because there is a little bit delay between where you use the ability and when the enemies start moving forward. So yeah, unfortunately I messed up. And now you can see that after a while you reach this amount of score that cannot be beaten. Like you don't gain any more score, because that's like the maximum score ever that you can achieve, and therefore you can't get any higher. So that's very funny. Alright, let's soap here. So I'm gonna use another freeze a little bit earlier, and then I'm gonna use this other one also a little bit earlier, so in that way it's guaranteed that the enemies will not move. I have very little lives, so I messed up a little bit this strategy. And yeah, that's the maximum score. Then you lose, of course. And in this case, you can see that I didn't got many bid deaths because of the fact that as soon as you kill the boss, the miners don't spawn enemies anymore. But I got a ton of resources. You're gonna see here like 2.9 million Infier, 1.2 million Tensor, 2.1 million Matrix, 2.2 million Vector, and almost 3 million Scholar. So this strategy, again, I quote because I got it from Chun-Fu Cho. He also has a YouTube channel, so you guys can check him out. In my opinion, he's one of the strongest Infinitode players in the community. So yeah, that's just the easiest way to get a very high score and to mine a ton of resources at the same time. And look here how many green papers I got from just one game, 34.4 million, because of the fact that I got here all the research like max. So I have 1000% more green paper bonus. And yeah, so that's it. Then you guys wanted to see, I'm gonna save as well. Then you guys wanted to see the trophies. So I've done a video about this. The first 4 trophies can be unlocked only as you complete certain requisites. For example, this one, when you can complete a stage 5.8, when you beat the level 100 boss, so this one right here, when you get the last star, that's when you unlock this trophy right here. And the trophy is going to give you 1 extra minor inferior and less installation time. So that's pretty good, I guess. The second trophy is the developer trophy, that of course can be unlocked only when you complete this upgrade right here. And of course, because this upgrade is impossible to unlock at the moment, this trophy it's blocked yet. This trophy right here is unlocked when you can reach 1 million score on any gameplay. And this one is actually pretty good because it gives you 1 extra modifier of bounty and mining speed. So this one is pretty decent. Then this one is the last one. To unlock this trophy, you need to complete every single quest in the game. So you see here all the quests, for example, like 1.5. See, I still need to complete some quests. When you can do all of them for every single stage, that's when you unlock this quest, this trophy, sorry. And in my case, I unlocked already all the quests, I completed them, and then I reset to get the prestige tickets a lot of months ago when I still wasn't very far on the game, so I needed prestige tickets, so I decided to reset. But yeah, so that's how to get that trophy. I got it anyway, and you can see you reduce the upgrade price of the towers, so it's always pretty good. And then second thing, you start each game with 1 extra starting level. So you start game from level 5 rather than level 4. Then all the other minors, so all these other trophies that you see, can be unlocked as you complete certain as you can achieve certain waves on any level. For example, now 1.1 there is nothing. 1.2, yeah, 1.2. See this very small thing? So this is where you unlock this trophy right here, sniper, if you can beat wave 63. Quan, bye, have a nice day. 1.1, I didn't see anything, but oh yeah, there is this trophy right here. You can see basic. And now every level has its own trophy. Some levels are without trophies, but that's how it works. And that's how you unlock all these other ones, pretty much. So you have this one right here, force whip bonus. This one, wave interval, very, very nice. 1 more second. The second passive is useless. This one you have bonus coins from killing enemies from both Loic and Nuke. Again, not very useful. This one again, more coins from abilities, so once again it's not needed, and more damage from Blizzard. So attack speed, this one is pretty decent because attack speed modifiers can be used in many different scenarios. Again, these passives here are useless. Ismail, hi, welcome. This one, once again, just increasing some stats for the abilities. In this case, it's bonus coins, so not very good. And this one, once again, for abilities. So you can see that many trophies don't really have great passives. So if you have them or not, doesn't really make that much difference. And then here you start unlocking the towers trophy. So every of this trophy represents a tower. So for example, this one represents the basic tower, and you get 2% more experience multiplier. So pretty alright, I would say. This one, 0.05 experience per second. This one less upgrade price, so this one is actually pretty good. 0.5 doesn't seem that much, but if you stack it with other bonuses, it's pretty decent. This one, Tower Self Refund. This one, it's actually pretty bad because you normally, I don't recommend to like sell towers. I just recommend to like place them, then sell them only if you need to like get stronger towers. That's the only reason why you should sell towers, but otherwise you should never sell towers. Is there any information about the update 1.9? I don't think so. I haven't read anything, so I wouldn't know. Sorry, Ismail, I can't answer to that. Maybe there isn't any information at all. Now this trophy right here already starts increasing some particular passives for certain towers. For example, this one increases attack speed for basic and damage from sniper. This one, rotation speed. In this case, when you don't have any tower on in brackets, that means that this is an upgrade for all the towers. This one is range. This one is actually pretty good. Attack speed as well, pretty good. Damage, very nice. Projectile speed, also pretty okay. In this case here, it's explosive range and lightning bonus length for cannon and freezing respectively. This one is projectile speed for venom and projectile count for splash. And yeah, you can see that each trophy has different passives. I'm just here opening each one of them so you guys can take a look at them. You can then like pause the video, you can go back if you want to. Right, and these are all the towers. Unfortunately, there isn't any Gauss and Crusher trophy yet. They haven't added it, so I'm pretty sad, but maybe they're gonna add it in the future. And these ones are the miners and then the resources trophies. So you have this one, again here, some particular stats. Also here. Remember guys that the best trophies are the ones where you get general stats. So stats that affect every single tower. So not these ones, but for example, these ones right here. Like damage for all the towers. So there was this one right here. And then this one. Scholar. And now the last 5 trophies are actually pretty nice because you can see that you get 1 extra miner. That's pretty good. And then you get more money at the start. It doesn't look like much, but at the beginning of the game, like when you don't really have much research, having some extra money can allow you to like maybe start the game with a different tower, and so you are better set up. This one, more health at the beginning, one extra miner for Vector. This one extra modifier for experience. In this case, you have already many experience modifiers, so I don't think it's that good. 1 more power, that's pretty decent, that's pretty good. And then lastly, the Infer one. That I don't know why, but it's freezing percent. Like all the other ones have like general stats. This one has just freezing percent. And that's it. So those are all the trophies. And now I wanted to show, like to do a showcase of the towers. Like now that I have maxed everything, right? I want to show you how strong each tower is. And like all the abilities, how they become when you just max them out. So I'm gonna just play here level 1.1 as always. And let's just take a look at these towers. So prepare here guys for an insane showcase. So first of all, let's start with basic. You can see that it's the very first tower you get in the game. And already, you know, because of all the range increases, you can see the range is very large. Legend of Me, hi, welcome. These are the base stats without any upgrade, starting at level 5 passively. You can see here damage multiplier already is 267%. So that's almost like 2.5 times more damage that the tower does because of this. More than 2.5 times. And then look here at the abilities. When you have Research Max, your abilities become even stronger. You can see here more attack speed, more damage, more rotation projectile speed, and also the chance of ricochet. Look here, 84%. Like it's almost guaranteed that your projectiles are gonna ricochet to another enemy, so you're gonna do more damage. This one, you can't increase it through research because it's just a passive. And then the ultimate, you can clone up to 8 towers, so that's a ton. And the coolest thing is that you actually give to these clone towers, you actually give more experience, more levels than the tower that was cloned. So look at this. I'm gonna just now move here, level 1, difficulty 150. So in that way, the portals are not as strong. All right, so it's only this difficulty, this percentage. I'm gonna have a basic tower right here. All right, I'm gonna upgrade it level 10. So I'm gonna just enable here all the stats once again. We're not playing 6.3, so there is no problem with the lag. And I'm gonna just want it to reach level 20 so that you guys can see how insane this ultimate is, because of the fact that it's gonna give higher levels to the towers. Alright, so this is level 20. So here, look at this. I'm gonna place, I don't know, like a Venom right here. I'm gonna level it up level 7. Alright. Then I'm gonna use the ultimate, and look at this. The tower has cloned 2 other Venom towers, but in this case they're level 9. So they're higher level than the original tower that was cloned. And and that's just insane. So it's a pretty fun ultimate to use. Not very strong though, but yeah, it's fun. And you can see that this tower is actually not gaining any more levels. See here, the experience. All the experience that it's gaining is giving it to the towers that are cloned. So to this one and this one. So it's an ultimate that has a drawback, because you can see that you can't increase your passive experience anymore. But if you like sell the towers, then you start gaining again the experience, and it's a one-time use. So when you use it, all right, when you get the ultimate, the tower clones, and then it doesn't clone anymore. So so yeah, that's just how it works. So it's one-time use. So always make sure to have it. If you want to use it, make sure to use it after you have placed some towers around it and you want it to clone them. Overkill, hi, welcome. Holidays are over. Legend of me. Unfortunately, the time has come, so it was nice till it lasted, but yeah, now we're back to university, you know, to studying and all that stuff. So I hope that you guys had a great holidays as well. So that's pretty much it. You could see as well how quickly it was leveling up, because of the fact that experience multiplier is also something you can increase here. This one right here, see? So each experience point that you get from attacking and from killing enemies is multiplied by this, and it is 320%. So that's why it was leveling up that quickly, and it can level up to level 100. So the maximum passive experience is level 100. Now let's move on to the second tower. It's gonna be sniper. In this case, I'm gonna just place it. I think I'm gonna place it here in this furthest spot from the beginning. You can see the range is insanely large, just from like level 0, upgrade 0. So if you upgrade it, it becomes even larger. So that's just insane. Overkill, it's very good that you exercise today, so it's nice that you also had fun. It's very good having fun when you exercise, so keep up. And great, it's very good that you train. All right, so these are the base stats. Once again, here, insane crit multiplier, 578%. So each crit deals 578% more damage. So yeah, that's just insane. And then here, all the abilities. You do even more damage to enemies that are behind the first one hit. Normally, like, it should be lower, right? The damage should be mitigated, but it's actually, this one is actually higher when you max it out. Then here, increasing damage, almost 2 times more damage. This is more range. I hope that you can see, you can actually see the range increase, and that's why I said before that it's useless, because like the tower has already so much range that you don't need to get more range. Then level 10. After 2 kills, you one-shot all non-boss enemies with less than 58% HP. And then lastly, the ultimate. It's very strong again, doing more damage when the enemies are very far away from the tower. When they get closer, they receive less of this extra damage. And if they are closer than 3 tiles, they're gonna explode with 38.5% of their maximum HP. So it's just an insane tower also for the late game, because of the fact that it's a percentage damage that you do. And now let's just showcase it, and let's just see it in action. So normally I get damage and penetrating bullets because it's just the easiest way to go. Now when you see the red attacks, all right, so see these red attacks, these are the crits. So the attacks are the crits. The white ones, so these ones right here, instead are the non-crits. So that is just to change, right, so that you understand the graphics. So I'm gonna, of course, here get the ultimate. And another thing is I want to say is that, see that I'm using the tower alone. Like, I'm not using freezing, I'm not using anything else. And you can see that this tower is just powering it up. Look here, upgrade level 10, look at the damage, look at the range. Like, you can actually see the range, but look at how larger it is. It's just insane. Crit chance here approaching the maximum percentage. I think it's 90, or yeah, it's 90%. It should be like 90%, the maximum crit chance that you can get. Of course, the portal difficulty is low because it's only 150%, but still, you know, the tower is just powering up through all these waves. Also, the enemies, like regular and strong enemies, receive normal amount of damage or even extra damage, so that's even better. But yeah, look at this, already level 36 passively has capped the crit chance, so 90%, it can't get any higher. And you can see that like almost every attack is going crit. There are only few attacks that don't go crit, and that's just 90%. And you can see the crit multiplier, actually the cap is 2000% more damage. So with each crit you can do like 2000% more damage. Like, can you even try to imagine how much that is? Yeah, that's just how strong the tower becomes. And I'm not even halfway through the passive level, because remember, the maximum level is level 100. So this is just to show you how, you know, with each level you can see that each stat improves a little bit with each level, other than range. So it's just insanely good. All right, so legend. All right, I'm gonna start calling you legend then. Exercise is always fun. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna exercise after I end this live stream. I need to do leg day today, so let's go. Alright, so I think that's pretty much it for the showcase. You know, You can see that the tower just gets stronger and stronger. All the stats keep improving as it gains more levels. And yeah, that's it. So next one is cannon. In this case, I'm gonna place it right here. You can see here the basic stats. And then here are the abilities. Look here at the amount of splinters it can create. 10 splinters, 194% damage each. That's insane. Of course, if you overload, you increase the difficulty and the speed of the enemies. So of course they become tougher. And yeah, one tower cannot deal with all of them. So yeah, that's right. Then here you can increase the range. You can increase, in this case, rotations, projectile speed, and also the fact that explosions can pierce better through enemies. So after I was able to max the cannon, I think that rather than going with more range, it's a lot better sometimes to go with this one. So your explosions can damage more enemies. So that's why I'm gonna go with this one. But normally on most scenarios and most maps, you wanna go with more range. Then here, this is the level 10. Look at this. Enemies with less than 70% HP take 64% more damage. That's just insane. Then this is the ultimate. Insane stats here, percentages. 13 mines max. Yeah, let's go. And you can see here the splinters. So all these very small things, these are all the splinters that are generated with each hit. And I'm gonna get actually here more explosions, so I can damage more enemies. And you can see that the range is still pretty decent, even if I didn't got the extra range from the ability. So that's why at this stage, like after maxing everything, I'm preferring to use this ability to make my explosions better than like having more range. And this is the ultimate. Now the ultimate is not that great. But you know, if you want to do some extra damage, I say why not. So you want to start seeing the mines. Unfortunately, they can be dropped on any near tile, so even on tiles where enemies will never get to. So if you don't want mines to be dropped right here, you need to drop like something like a modifier or something else. So in this way, you're forcing the mines to be dropped on the path of the enemies. So that's the only like bad thing that I think they should be fixing on cannon. But yeah, you can see that even if it deals only 25% of damage to strong enemies, it's like one-shotting them. So that's just how strong tower is. Of course, here I have placed some modifiers, so I'm increasing even more the damage that the tower is doing, the attack speed. So of course the stats here are a little bit biased, but yeah, that's just it. They should include in the research that you can unlock the power to implement all the abilities in the tower. Yeah, that could be cool. That could be cool, being able to like have all the abilities at once. For example, if you're gonna get also the range one and like the power, you should be able to get it, or like on any other tower. And you can see here that as the tower levels up, the explosion range, the maximum is 2.5, so it doesn't get any higher. So you can't affect with explosion enemies further away than 2.5 tiles. And also projectile speed, the maximum is 16.0, so this is the cap, you can't increase it any further. Instead, damage and all the other stats just keep on increasing, other than range of course, keep on increasing as the tower levels up. And now if I sell the tower, yeah, the mines seed disappear, so you can't sell the tower and having still the mines on the screen. Then let's move on to freezing. Well, this tower, I'm not gonna really showcase it. I'm gonna just show it, you know, the abilities and all the stats, but this is more of a passive tower, so maybe I'm gonna just place it and I'm gonna showcase the next tower. Because here, of course, being able to do extra damage to frozen enemies is very good, and the fact that you can stack it 8 times. This means, guys, that you can do up to 48 49.2% extra damage to enemies that are frozen. Like if you have 8 freezing towers with this ability up, you can make the enemies take 49.2% more damage. Like that's an insane amount of extra damage, and that's why I think that yeah, this is one of the best abilities, in the game, because you can increase the damage you do to enemies just like that, just placing more freezing ones. And then of course the slow freezing, you can see here. Unfortunately, you still lose a lot of freezing speed even at maximum upgrade level, but it's not that much. And then this, when the experience gain, you can see you can multiply 5 times the amount of experience. So of course this is also a must if you're gonna make the tower level up quickly. Snowball here, you increase the stun time on enemies. And then of course the ultimate just increases the generation of the snowballs. And that's pretty much it. Can you show us what does the efficiency in the bounty modifier? All right. So when you max bounty modifier, you can gain a maximum of 100 coins. Now, if you also have this research right here, you can gain 105 coins. So you can gain, that's the maximum amount of coins that you can gain. And also, if you have this research, you can have 1 extra bounty. In this case, you can see that I got 11 that I can place, so I could place theoretically 12 if I would have that research right there. So yeah, if you can gain up to 100 coins in one single round if you have at least 5,000 coins. So if you have 5,000 coins, that's when you earn 100, and that's the maximum you can earn. So that's the bounty. And all the other ones you can see here, 9% more range for search one. Power gives 28.4% more power. Damage 53% more damage. Attack speed 55.5%. Mining speed plus 201%, so that's more than double of the mining speed. Like this is triple damage. This, with just 1 mining speed modifier, you triple the damage of the miner. So that is just, that's insane. Well, bounty, I just show it. And the more bounties you place, of course, remember, the more expensive it becomes to place the next one. And then lastly, experience. This one is to make towers to level up even faster. In certain scenarios, it can be used, but on most maps, you're not gonna need it, especially if you're facing a lot of enemies, because your towers are gonna level up regardless. So yeah, it's 72 experience per mine. So yeah, those are the modifiers. Anyway, just wanted to show you here the next tower, the splash. Once again, these are the basic stats. Abilities, increasing damage in this case, and doing 78% damage to all the next enemies. So in this case, you can stack it. Of course, every time you're gonna just lose more and more and more damage, but you can stack it. More attack speed, and then more damage and projectile speed. Of course, these first two are the way to go. Level 10, more damage to enemies that move slower than 1 tile per second. And this is the ultimate. You can see why this ultimate is considered, and in my opinion, is one of the strongest ultimates in the game. Because every enemy killed by the splash is going to launch 10 spikes in different directions. These spikes do more damage, so do 12% more damage than the spike that killed them. And these spikes can do 247% of the tower's damage. So you can stack it. The more enemies you kill with each spike, the 12% extra damage stacks. So 12% and 24%. Like if with that spike you can kill an enemy the spikes that that enemy is gonna create are gonna have double stack, and so on. So that's why it's so good, especially for cluster enemies. This is one of the best abilities for cluster enemies, like a ton of enemies very close to one another. And yeah, so let's just showcase both of these towers. Unfortunately, Splash cannot attack regulars, so I'm gonna also place Blast here, and I'm gonna showcase Blast. These are the base stats, and these are the abilities. Attack speed 4 times more damage, more stun chance, and attack speed, stun duration. This is the chance of throwing backwards enemies, and when you upgrade the tower, you just throw them back by more tiles, so you just do more damage in that way. Like you throw them further back. That's it. The chance stays the same. And that's the ultimate. So they take more damage when they are thrown backwards. Level 6, remember, is the only level at which Splash increases the range. And that's it. You can't increase the range of Splash in any other way. But you can see that even if I didn't got here the damage increase, you can see that still Splash is doing a lot of damage. And that's why like Splash is leveling up so slowly, and even like Freezing is leveling up slowly, because Splash is like killing these enemies so quickly that yeah, it's just unfortunate. Sometimes Splash is attacking, but so far it's only killed like 3 or 4 enemies now, 5, 6. So not many. And you can just get the ultimate to make the enemies, when they're thrown back, you make them take more damage. In my opinion, this one, it's good to get it, because anyway you're gonna be able to cap a stun chance regardless. When the blast like reaches like level 60 or something like that, you can reach the maximum stun chance. So that's why going with more damage is just the best thing. But you can also go with more power, just increasing more the attack speed and stun chance right away if you want to. So that's just it. And also Splash here, unfortunately in this level it's not very good, but I was able to show you in the 6.3 level how strong it is, so I guess this is it. Then here multi-shot. All right, these are the base stats. Abilities. Once again here, as a sniper, the projectiles do more damage to the next enemy. Rather than doing less damage, it deals more damage. Then here, of course, you can attack our enemies. You can't boost this research in any way. So, and then less arc size. This is very good because it makes the projectiles be very, very close to one another, so you can hit all the enemies with them. So look at this. Already the projectiles are pretty close, but see that as the tower levels up, the cone, right, the angle becomes larger and larger. So if you can decrease it even further, it's even better, because it's like now the angle is so close, like you're gonna see here in a moment. See here, it's so close that it's almost guaranteed that you can hit one enemy like with multiple projectiles. And of course, the projectile count increases up to 20 cap. So yeah, it's just a very nice tower. Unfortunately, it cannot attack strong enemies, so that's why you can see those strong enemies getting past. And level 10, these are the stats. The ultimate of multi-shot is one of the worst in the games, so don't ever use this ultimate. I'm gonna just show it to you because it's like funny, but don't use it. Alright, so I'm gonna have there a splash tower just to kill those few strong enemies that can sneak past. So see this backward projectile? See this projectile right here? See this one? That's the ultimate projectile. And you can see why it's useless, right? because it's thrown backwards. And so you're never, like, you're always gonna shoot the enemies. And so this projectile, unless you're placing and you're playing in a map very peculiar, you're never gonna be able to actually hit enemies. Of course, it deals a ton of damage, but I mean, I don't really like it. Okay, don't worry, Charcator. I'm gonna just keep on showcasing the different towers, and then you can just watch the video afterwards. Minigun. So let's place minigun as I did for sniper. So I'm gonna place it right here. You can see the base stats, then the abilities, damage, acceleration, attack speed, and then the rotation speed, plus the extra DPS with poison. So you don't have any more hot bullets, but you have poison. And yeah, this tower, you're gonna see that it's still, even if it's maxed, it's not gonna be very good. You can see here when there are many enemies, still, because every time you need to change, actually, I'm gonna remove this, because you need to change target, the tower really struggles, even if it's maxed. So it's just unfortunate that this tower, like, multiple damage on enemies is very, very low. And it's one of the worst in the games. And in this case, because of the fact that I'm not going with a freezing tower, like I could, rather than going with foundation, I could just get this. And by increasing the total attack speed, I can make the tower like have a maximum higher attack speed. And the acceleration is pretty decent already, so yeah, this is of course better for the late game. And then the ultimate also is very, very nice, because you're gonna create these microguns that are gonna just inherit a portion of attack speed and a portion of range, and they're gonna attack the enemies. So let's see here where they're gonna spawn. They spawn in range of the tower. So here we go, that's one. And actually, look at here, it says that these microguns have 105% range. So that means these microguns have even more range than the main tower. And that's just insane, right? They have less attack speed, but they have more range. And yeah, you can see them like spawning here around, and you can also see the ranges here. Each one is going to have its own range. And yeah, when the enemies are going to be able to step on top of them, they're going to be destroyed. And minigun gains experience from both the basic attacks and also the attacks from the miniguns. So that's where you can see it here, leveling up. And yeah, look at this here in this case, damage. Of course, acceleration, it can go past 100%, so you can reach the maximum attack speed even in less than a second. And yeah, that's just, of course, the best. But yeah, this tower really shines with the ultimate. Until you get the ultimate, it struggles, especially if you just place it alone. But then afterwards, with all the microguns, it becomes pretty nice. So yeah. Then moving on here, we have Venom, of course. Venom, it's already one of the towers that I recommend to max, because it's pretty good. These are the main stats. Abilities here. Poison damage. Enemy hit damage, you see here, 5 times more damage. Projectile speed as well, 3 times higher. But in this case, you don't want to have it, because you're gonna cap it anyway as the tower levels up. So don't never get this one. Always go with the first 2. Level 10 Poisonous Cloud. In this case, is 3 tiles of area of effect, and then the ultimate. So I'm just showing here the stats and the percentages, because that's exactly what you increase with research, right? So let's showcase here the tower. And see this little green circle, that's the Poisonous Cloud. So see how large it is when you max it. So it's very, very good. And then the ultimate is not good if you place the Venom by itself. But if you have like a Blast Tower, if you have Freezing, if you have like a Crusher or Gauss or any tower that can add some debuffs, because it's gonna get the chance of the enemies to spread those debuffs. You can see here it's 71% chance at max level, so it's a very high chance. Alright, so welcome back. I'm showcasing here Venom and just taking a look at all the abilities. You can see here the stats. See, the projectile speed is almost capped. I think it's going to be capped in a moment here. So that's why you don't want to go with this ability right here. Fast Shells, if you have like Endless Research maxed. And the damage of course keeps increasing, the poison duration keeps increasing. You can increase it even further, of course, if you have Freezing, because remember that Freezing, one of the special stats, is increasing the poison. And yeah, so of course this damage, remember, is from both the poison and then from the basic attacks. In this case, the enemy hit damage is increased by 5 times, so it's 5 times this damage that I'm doing on hit. So that's why I'm one-shotting these enemies, because they have less than 20,000 HP. And that's why I'm one-shotting them. Yeah, that's Venom. Then let's see, next one is Tesla, another very, very strong tower. I'm gonna place it in this case, yeah, right here. So these are the main stats. You can see that the lightning damage base is already very high. So the lightning chain on different enemies is gonna only loses in this case like 23.2% damage each time, and it is just like level 5 upgrade level 0, so you're gonna be able to cap it very, very quickly. And these are the abilities. Damage, even more damage. You lose a little bit of attack speed, but you gain more damage. And then this one, I don't recommend to ever go with this one. Always go with the first two abilities. Level 10, very high DPS, but unfortunately you need to have no enemies in range. And then the ultimate, that's also a very, very good ultimate. When you kill enemies, you create this ball lightning that deals 42.5% damage, and that lasts 24 seconds. So let's take a look here. Of course here it's gonna level up very quickly. And yeah, the fact that the ball lightning, yes, it deals less than half of the damage from the tower, but it's still pretty relevant, because the tower, you know, as it keeps leveling up, the damage keeps increasing. So ball lightning also keeps doing a little bit and a little bit more damage, so that's why it's nice. And also it lasts some pretty decent time. You can see here, like, I'm doing damage only with ball lightning. The tower is almost not attacking at all. And yeah, that's it. So Tesla, another pretty good tower. Then we have Missile. Once again, Missile, it's good. I mean, I want to say that with Endless, if you max Endless, then it becomes once again pretty decent, but it's not as good as it was in the past. This one increases minimum range and maximum range, but I don't recommend to get it ever. Just go with more missiles. You can see here, you can spawn 7 missiles. You lose more than half damage, but you have 7 missiles at once rather than 1. So you increase the overall DPS by a ton. And then you can just attack our enemies, and then you have no minimum range. So this allows you to place a tower even in spots like where normally it's bad to place it. You can just place it. I'm gonna just place it right here, and you can see here the 7 missiles being fired, why they are so strong. And yeah, still the cost, you know, even after all the upgrades and all the stuff, it's still pretty high, like compared to all the other towers. But yeah, at least, you know, it's something. And then the ultimate here is gonna do, well, level 10 deals 43.5% more damage to enemies with more than 67% HP. So that's pretty good, especially for like bosses at the beginning, or for enemies at in the early parts of the wave. And then the ultimate increases by 49% this damage, this extra damage the enemies take. And if you also have gunback missiles, you're gonna be able to start aiming at multiple enemies at once, and this increases, of course, the explosion range and the overall efficiency of the explosions. And yeah, 7 missiles, so that's why it's a ton of missiles. And you can see that as you get the tower like level 10 and as you start leveling up, the damage is pretty decent. And remember that this is damage for each missile, so you have to multiply this for the 7 missiles, so that's a total of more than 35,000 damage. And yeah, that's why it's, you know, one-shotting these enemies. Explosion range, like cannon, you can cap it very easily and very quickly. The long-range missile, you can see here that the range of this tower, it's insanely large, so it's very difficult to like play on a map where at max upgrade level you can't attack the enemies at the beginning, but there are some levels. So in that case, the long-range missile, the fact that it's gonna recharge faster, also it's an advantage. You can shoot more. Alright, and then we are now talking about the very last 4 towers. Flamethrower, these are the stats. Abilities: direct fire, burning time or freezing, and then the cold fire. You can see that the total slow, after you max everything, the total slow is 69%. So this is actually higher than freezing, because the freezing cap is 65%. And therefore, if you're gonna freeze the enemies, you're gonna slow the enemies more, you wanna go for a flamethrower. Of course, you're gonna only freeze the enemies that are hit by the flames, but you can freeze them and you can slow them for more. So it's a very cool thing that I was able to find out very recently. So yeah, that's nice. Level 10 here, the stats, more range, the arc size increases, and then the ultimate, you're gonna be able to insta kill enemies with less than, I think it's 9% HP if you max it. Now in this case, because I will not need to slow down the enemies, I'm gonna just go with more damage and more burning time. Are you gonna sleep after this? No. After I do my leg exercise, I'm gonna probably just have dinner, take a shower, and then probably I'm gonna go to sleep. And here we go, you can see it's actually 9.8% HP that you can one-shot. But remember, it's only enemies in direct fire. So I just recommend going with power. I think power is just a lot better because it just increases damage. Because you already do so much damage to enemies that unless you're using this one for very, very late waves, you're just better to go with this one. Normally when I take a shower in 3 different temperatures. I start with like intermediate temperature, so not hot, not cold. Then I change the temperature and I take a very cold shower, like I don't know how many degrees, but it's just cold. Then I change again the temperature and I go to hot, and then I move again to intermediate. So this is a method that the Romans used in the past, and this is the most efficient way to, like, it's one of the different ways where you can increase your muscle recovery by changing the temperatures so much. you can make your muscles to recover faster, so that in the next days you have like less pain. Alright, so that's the flamethrower. You can see here the damage keeps on increasing. Burning time also, I think the cap is like 120 seconds burning time, something like that. So it's very difficult to cap. And that's the first tower. So yeah, search for like Roman hot and cold thermal shower. I don't know how to say it in English. And anyway, you can search for that method. Like first they went to the mild water, then cold water, then hot water, and then again mild water. So I just do it again to recover a little bit faster my muscles. Then next is laser. This is again a tower that I like. I started to like a lot after getting some very good research on it. So these are the base stats. I'm gonna cover this tower in the next tower guide series. What language accent are you? I'm from Argentina, so my native language is Spanish, but I've lived in Italy since I was a child, so I also speak Italian. And yeah, English is just for being able to make these videos accessible to everybody. So these are the stats. So this for more piercing, more beams lasting longer. You lose a little of damage, but then you can also rotate. Level 10, you recharge faster. So the charging speed, right? You can see it's 108% faster, so it's a ton. And then the ultimate also is one of the strongest in the game, because every kill enemy increases the damage of the tower by 5% for 24 seconds, and you can stack it infinitely. So I'm gonna just try to show you guys how strong this is by just doing this. So look at this, you have 6 beams. So that's already guarantees that you can hit with at least 1 or 2 beams each enemy. And then if you also add the rotation, so okay, I don't know what happened there. Maybe a little bit of like bug. And so now you can even rotate, so you can follow the enemies. And now look at this, look at the ultimate. Here is the extra damage that I'm doing. So I have insta auto wave call, right? You can see I'm already doing 150%, 200% more damage, 300%, almost 400%. And of course, when there are less enemies, you lose a little bit the bonuses. But you can gain up to like 5 times more damage with this ultimate, depending on how many enemies you have. And remember that each stack lasts for 24 seconds. So if you have many enemies at once, you're gonna gain more, and then you're gonna start losing it. I always speak in plural because of the fact that even if now there aren't many people watching the video, the live stream, they might watch the replay of the live stream, so they might watch it afterwards. So that's why I always speak in plural for anyone that's gonna watch these videos. So yeah, that's the laser tower, one of the, in my opinion, one of the strongest towers in the game. Unfortunately, it deals not a lot of damage to regulars, and it cannot hit icy enemies. But other than that, I think it's like after you get some pretty good levels, especially on these beams right here, and on the ultimate, it's a very, very strong solo tower. You can see here the damage being very, very high. Then we have Gauss. Now in this case, in order to showcase it, I'm gonna need to actually drop here a miner and to upgrade it a little bit. And actually I'm gonna need to, no wait, I'm gonna place it right here. And then I'm gonna place here a crusher. So I'm gonna showcase both of these towers. So you're from India, all right? Nice to know. It's very wonderful that many people that watch my streams or that follow me, like, come from different parts of the world, right? America, Europe, Asia, Australia, and so, you know, you can find any nation. You can just find it. So it's very nice. I'm also gonna cover Gauss in the next episodes. Oops. But definitely it's a tower that has a lot of limits because of the fact that it needs to be placed close to a miner to even function, to even be able to shoot. And you can see that if you place it in a spot where you can really hit a lot of enemies, yeah, it's just unfortunate. It's a tower that deals a lot of damage, base. But yeah, it requires resources to function. You can see here the resource consumption for each shot to take place. Yeah, I also like the music from Infinitode too. It's very cool. So yeah, sorry guys, I didn't showcase here the stats. I'm gonna just show them to you. So 2.83 more damage, 6.5% HP left. This one, it's the experience burned and it gets more damage. But this one, it's useless unless you wanna, like, you have the tower capped, reaching level 100, so you have extra experience that you can use. That's the only way to use it. This one, 83% bonus coins. Overall, this is the stun. Very nice. And also the explosion. And you can see that as you level it up, you gain, like, look at this, one level increases almost by 1 million the damage it does. So but yeah, as I said before, you need a miner to be able to make it function. But the cool thing is that at level 20, the ultimate increases the mining speed. So increases the double mining speed. So this double right here. So every killed or severely damaged with nanoparticles enemy is gonna give 5.2 seconds. So that is what I actually used in the 6.3 level earlier to just farm beat this. And yeah, in combo with that level, it's very nice. My favorite music though from the game is the one from the menu. I think the home music, it's one of my favorites. Alright, so, and yeah, the Gauss is the most expensive tower in the game, so very expensive upgrades, but you also gain a ton of damage, as I said before. And yeah, the ultimate increases this time right here, so you're gonna see that now it increases even if the round is not over, so the wave is not over, and that's the passive, that's the ultimate. What is the yellow effect that the Gauss is giving to enemies? Oh, that's the bonus, that's the coins debuff. This one right here, see? The enemies are gonna drop 83 bonus coins when they are when they die. So the first debuff is the stun. The second one is the bonus coins. And then you see that this first icon is the explosion, is the overload. So when the first enemy hit by overload explodes, is gonna actually do additional damage. So that's how it works. Triple B36, hi, welcome to the stream. I'm just showcasing here the very last towers in the game. just commenting on some debuffs. Right, so can I get a level 10? Yeah, here we go. So level 10, so you can see here, damage, a lot of millions. Resources consumption, 27 for each attack. So that's why you need a miner with a lot of mining speed, because otherwise you're gonna start having a deficit and you're not gonna be able to fire anymore the attacks. But yeah, with Gauss you always need like support towers. Alone the tower is pretty bad, so you always need at least one other tower to finish off the enemies, or to somehow, you know, destroy them and damage them. And actually here I forgot to showcase Crusher. So these are the abilities. Damage 8 enemies at once. This is the most important one, the one that you always want to have. XP bonus. I'm also gonna explain this tower in the next tower guide series. After I do laser Gauss, this is gonna be the very last tower. You can see here the stats. Well, it's actually level 78 already, so the stats are higher. But and then level 10, you can see why sometimes the enemies walk backwards. That's the level 10, so that's the zombie enemy. And then finally the ultimate. The enemies that walk backwards give coins. So if I just do this, right, you should be able to see when the enemies walk backwards the coins that they give. So let's see here if I can actually show it to you. I'm gonna just get the level 10 to have more the chance of disorientation. Here we go. So look at the coins. See how many coins I was able to earn? Look at this. So that's the ultimate, and sometimes it can be pretty good, pretty valuable to have that extra coins, you know, being given to you. And yeah, so that's it. So that's the tower showcase at Endless after maxing everything, and that's pretty much it, guys. So so yeah, I hope that you had a great time during this stream. You know, I was able to finally max everything, so I'm pretty satisfied. But I will keep on doing videos on Infinitode 2. Maybe I will upload, I will start a new account and I will show you like how to progress through the game if you have just started out. And yeah, so thank you for having watched the stream. Thank you for all the comments. And yeah, my name is the name as in YouTube, so Alex, you can call me like that. And I'm 25 years old, so I'm a little older than you. But yeah, nonetheless, thank you guys for having watched, and see you soon. Have a nice day.